Okay guys, so we're gonna start the oil change process. Truck's been running for about 10 minutes. Get the oil hot. So she's running. Now you don't have to do this, but I went ahead and put my truck on some ramps just to make it easier. So I'm gonna go grab that tarp over there, bring it over here, lay it down, and then I'm gonna get under there and pop that drain bolt out and drain all this oil out. Yo, Noah. Here's your oil filter. So this is the one that the truck actually calls for. So it's a FL500S. This is a Motorcraft, so that means it's a Ford brand. They had these regularly at Walmart. And if we come up back here, I'm using 530. The truck calls for 5W20, but we're doing 5W30. It's the summertime. Again, I'm not a professional mechanic, but you know, I have worked on my cars for a long time, and I don't see this hurting anything. So this is my oil drain pan. So I picked this oil drain pan up also at Walmart. I had older oil drain pans, but they were not the 10 quart drain container. But that's it. We're gonna continue to let this run. When it's done running for about 15 minutes, we'll pull it out and commence our oil change. Okay guys, so we're gonna pop our oil cap off, just like that. All right guys, so to start it off, we're gonna crawl under, and you'll use your, push your drain pan under. Okay, so you got your bolt right here to your drain plug or your drain pan, right? So be careful because this is probably going to be hot. If you have a drain pan like this, open your vent, take your cover out so all the oil can drain in there. It's going to happen. You're going to get oil on yourself. Oh my God. There it comes. Okay. So I'm going to use my hand now. Oh my God, please don't cover my face. I know it's going to. Here it comes. Oh wow. Okay. So, perfect. I'm going to go grab a napkin, clean my hands, and I'm going to let this drain. So what I do is I go in right after, I just go hand tight, okay? So I back it up, and then I go in here. So hand tight for now, and then we're going to go take the filter off and let that drain down. All right, guys, so if you have a 2015 F150, your oil filter, it lives right there. So for reference, here's your bumper. It's literally right back there. So I'm not sure exactly what way the oil is going to flow because we're at an angle, because we're on those ramps. So I'm just going to slowly loosen this, and I'll use my my pliers right here. So we're just going to use these. We'll loosen it, and then once I loosen it, I'll show you where it's draining from. So I'll show you guys as I loosen it here. So you're just going to grab it with these pliers. There's not really a whole lot of room. Believe me, it looks like there's more room on the camera than there is. So we're just cracking it loose. That's enough right there. I'm going to grab my oil pan, just because I'm not sure where this is going to go yet, so we can be ready. But I do believe it's going to flow. I'm hoping it flows down this tray, but it's probably not. Let's see if I can see in there. That is definitely not flowing. There we go. So we'll slowly loosen it up a little bit more. And we're increasing the flow down below. So you're going to do this until it just pops off. Just like that. Okay. So there's our oil filter. Boop. Our surface. So you're going to want to clean that. Inspect that. And always check to see if this ring came off. I know you wouldn't think so, but these just come right off. So if they come off and they get stuck there and you try to go seal it, it's not going to seal. So you're going to end up having a pretty bad day when all your oil pisses out onto the road. Anyway, so grab yourself a fresh paper towel and clean that surface. Now you guys can see the surface here that you're going to want to clean, right? Come on, focus. So you'll just take your little paper towel, clean up and around here. Make sure you get that nice and clean. That old oil's okay, but just make sure there's no dirt right up around here. So now that that's done, we'll grab a new filter and put it in there. So as far as your oil filter goes, I've always liked to use OEM filters. So the OEM filter is FL500S. It's a Motorcraft, and just make sure there's no debris in there. But what I like to do is, because this one's sideways, I just put oil around the rim here, and then I'll twist this onto there, so that way I know this seals really good. So we'll do that now. We'll pour a tiny bit into this oil filter. There we go. And then we'll take our finger and just run it right there on the edge, so we know it's nice, clean surface, and it's lubed. I like to go reverse thread, so remember clockwise is the right way. So you want to go reverse thread, which is counterclockwise, lefty loosey, righty tighty, until I feel it catch, and then just tighten this by hand. So now that I have it on there started, I'm going to wipe all that oil off so I can actually get it tight. So hand tight, right? Get all that oil off of there. And then we'll just go hand tight. Nice and snug with your fingers. That's good enough. You don't want to put it too tight because it won't come off for the next guy, which is probably going to be you because you love your Ford. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to tighten the drain bolt and then add oil. So remember, this is just finger tight. So we're going to loosen it. Let whatever's left in here drain out. Oh, gosh. Care if you don't drop it. See how much oil was left? So just let that drain. All right, guys, I think that drained enough. So stick this back in there. Careful you don't cross thread it. So we got a brand new funnel here, guys. We'll drop that in just like that. So we have 5W30 Supertech full synthetic. You can see there we got 5 quarts. So we're going to pour this whole container into here. So now we're going in with the Mobile 1 for the rest. Let's see. That might be it right there. Yeah, that's really close. So just a tiny bit more. So put a little bit more oil in there. I'm going to say that's it, guys. That's probably perfect. Okay, guys, so that oil looks good. So I'm going to take my funnel out of here. We'll put our oil cap back on. So that's it, guys. Sorry it kind of got really late really quick. I honestly didn't think it was going to be that fast. I thought I'd be able to get everything done, but it didn't happen. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.